Hey, it's Tony with lidl.doodle. Thanks for stopping by my channel. We are at the end of our year, and it's a lot of time for reflecting on journaling practices. And I do a lot of thinking about what worked, what didn't work, what do I want to carry into next year, keep doing, continue doing, and what just I'm ready to change up or leave altogether. I am making some changes, and it's going to be a little experiment that I will share my experience and if it's going to work for me. But just kind of in reflecting about bullet journaling is pretty much the big one. I'm going to change how I do my planning system and my bullet journal, which is kind of a huge thing because I have been bullet journaling pretty much the same way for over 10 years. So yeah, I'm going to take a look at the journals that I used in 2025 and what my plan is, at least for the first part of 2026. I don't believe in sticking with something that isn't working just because I said I was going to give it a try. So yeah, and then just kind of talking about 2026. I don't even know if I want to say goals, intentions maybe, both in my journaling pen stationery life, as well as just some other things that I'm looking forward to setting some clear intentions for in 2026. I don't set resolutions. I start, if I set a resolution and then I start in January and then I give up 2 days later and then I feel like a loser. So I am more about thinking like concisely, what do I want the year to look like? How do I want to feel at the end of 2026? And probably after Christmas, so I'm filming this before Christmas, after Christmas and before New Year's, I will sit down and kind of look through my journals of 2025, the content and what did I record, what did I hope to feel at the end of 2025, and am I there? Do I feel how I wanted to feel at the beginning of 2025 when I projected, this is what I want to feel like at the end of 2025, if that makes sense. So I haven't done that yet, kind of not in that headspace just because I just got done with school and kind of that like rush. And then, so I'm going to have a couple weeks to rest and recharge and think about what lies ahead. So anyway, let's get to talking about journals. So I have some categories of my journals that I'm going to talk about. The first one is my ink journal. For 2025, I started with this Nemosine. Let me zoom out just a little bit, sorry. And I liked the paper. It held up pretty well, but one thing I didn't like was that I only was doing it on the right-hand side. And I was doing it mostly landscape, which was okay. I mean, it was fine. I liked the paper, but I started just kind of gravitating away from it. And so after I had almost filled it all the way up, I think there's a few pages left, I transferred over to these little guys, the Midoris that I've talked about, and love these, and I still am going to use these. But the one thing that bothered me for ink swatching was that it just would not ever lay flat, right? So I always was using my clips, and that's okay, but it's really like stiff, and so I just couldn't get it to lay nicely. I do love the paper. I am going to continue to use these for doing art, doing other stuff. I've got like 1.5 left. I think this one's about a little more than maybe a quarter. Anyway, and then I have another one that I will fill up just for funsies, but not for like ink swatching. The other one that I have been using, and I can't show you too much of this because it's got my ink vent swatches, and I'm not going to be spoiler lady. But this is what I've been working in recently, and I just showed you, this isn't ink mint stuff. This is just some pages that I was messing around with, doing some paper testing. And I do like this one. This is from Daiso, which is the Japanese store that I've talked about before. And it's great paper. It does bleed through a little bit more than I would like for an ink journal. So I will finish my ink vent stuff in here and probably just do some more fun pages like this. This is kind of a cathartic, just bust out some inks and do some doodles. And then I will probably not use this for actual swatching. What I am going to switch back to for swatching is the Tomoe River notebook A5 size. And I did this a few years ago, or yeah, I think I've done this a couple years, used these for a couple years, but I mean, you could see it lays flat, right out of the gate. And so this is a really good ink journal, in my opinion, for how I use it. There's an older one. This was, gosh, was this 2023? I don't even know. And I didn't even fill this one up. So I can go back and do, yeah, that was 2023. I can do more swatching in here. I did a lot of test pages and stuff in the back, but I still do have paper. But this is going to be my main ink swatching notebook plan for 2026 for my videos and new inks and things like that. The other ink type video or notebooks, I have this little Hobonichi, and I use this to keep track of the pens I have inked up. I have, you know, if I'm going to just do a little bit of swatching, I'll do it in the back here, new pens, testing them out, doing just kind of fun stuff. And I have still quite a bit of room in here. So I will continue with this for 2026. And then my other two Hobonichi A6s, right? These are A6s. These are my floral journals that I always talk about. And I'm going to just keep on keeping on, you guys. I just love doing this and love filling up the pages. So I've got just a little bit left of this one. And then I think I need to order another one of these because I don't think I have one stashed away. Okay, so that's the ink journal parts. Okay, next up is my bullet journal. This is a B6, and I switched from an A5 after 10 years to the B6 size, and I was really loving it. Still do. But what I was finding is, like, I use my bullet journal for doing art pages and collage and appointments and tracking, and then it just has gotten to be where literally I'm just listing. I mean, like, look at how I had no appointments and just had my to-do list, and then I was like, oh, I guess I'll put a sticker on it. And so what I'm finding is I have a lot of wasted space in here because I have so many other journals that I'm doing my art in a different kind of journal, and I'm doing my tracking in a different kind of journal, that it's not all going in my bullet journal anymore. And what I really need is just kind of like an appointment book and a to-do book. And so I have switched to something kind of drastic. Here was the catalyst. Doug made this for me for Christmas. It's a new design, and he let me pick out the colors and then gave it to me for Christmas, and it holds field notes, right? So I was like, well, what could I use this for? I have a couple other field notes notebooks that I use. And then it kind of dawned on me, what if I use this for my bullet journal? And I think this might work out well for me. So I'm going to just do a month and then a week and then have a page for my to-do list. I looked online at other ideas of like pre-made ones, and I was like, I need to have the month and then a week, and then I like it where the month and then it's the weeks, not just all the months at the front or the back and then the weeks separately. I don't need a lot of space. I'm not that busy, and I need the month's view so I know what's coming up when I fill in my weeks. So this is going to be an experiment, and I'm really excited, but I just really wanted to have something that was small enough it can go in my purse. I can carry it with me everywhere. I mean, so I never carry my bullet journal with me except to school and back, or if we're traveling. And so this way I can have, this guy is just my notes, things that pop into my head if I don't have anything else. And then I can have my little field notes. The only thing that I discovered after I had already kind of set this up is the field notes paper. Oh, I must have ripped it out, maybe. Or maybe I did it in a different one. The field notes paper is not as fountain pen friendly as I would like it to be. And that kind of surprised me. See, you can see it's kind of ghosting right through there. And this was a really light color ink. So what I found, this is a Lockbee, and it's got much friendlier paper. So after I fill up this guy, because they're only 48 pages. After I fill up this one, I will just replace the bullet journal side of it with a Lockbee. Unless, we have been talking about like designing our own cover for Blackwater Craftworks and getting some high quality paper and making our own. I have made my own before. I don't love them. I don't have a great system. But anyway, that might be something that we end up doing. So anyway, this is my newest leather cover that has just a little different design than ones I've shown before. They will be on our Etsy site here pretty soon, and we'll have some in California as well. Okay, so that's my bullet journal. My gratitude journal, just a Hobonichi weeks, and I go through and I just write like one thing a day that I'm thankful for. Right? I'm thankful for a quiet, mellow Sunday. I'm thankful I could get out and take a walk. I am going to continue this practice. At the beginning of the year, I was writing stuff over here as well, like a quote or more. I want to use in next year's, I want to use more of this side. So I'm going to find something to do during that. And then the other thing I do is every month I jot down like some big things. So in July, it was the Portland Pen Show, my daughter had cheer camp, we got the norovirus, I got a new tattoo, etc. It was Doug's birthday. So that way at the end of the year, when I go, I don't remember this year at all, I can go back and see some of the bigger things that we did. And so I will be doing that again in this guy. So again, and I've shown this one before, I think, just plain old Hobonichi weeks, and I will do my gratitude on the day. I'm going to come up with something fun to do on the right side, and then I will continue to track my months in the back. And I don't know, maybe I'll check something off. I don't know. I've kind of moved away from tracking stuff because I was just getting like hyper focused on tracking everything, and I was tracking like 12 different things, and I was like, I'm getting tracking fatigue. All right, so next up, these are my kind of catch-all journals. This is my commonplace notebook, and if you don't know what that is, it's just kind of a collection of, I saw it described one time as like where a journal is a collection of your thoughts, a commonplace is a place for other thoughts. So like quotes, song lyrics, things that, you know, book excerpts, things that you just want to jot down and keep. So I have just kind of collected different quotes that I like in here. I started doodling our backyard birds. I didn't get very far. Yeah, so this is just kind of a catch-all for other people's ideas, other people's poems and words and things that I want to write down that I think are beautiful, that are poignant and important to me. So I do take this with me when we travel, or, you know, if we go away for a weekend or something like that, or, you know, if I'm just scrolling and I see something really cool. So this is my commonplace. I will continue to do that. This is my Hobonichi A6 daily for next year. And I have shown this already. I've started decorating it, just putting quotes and things, just filling up the pages. And then what I have done in the month section, because I never know what to do with these because I'm not going to do appointments or anything, started just putting like a word of the day. So like at the end of the day, how did I feel? If I had to give one word for the day, or a couple, like I had a really bad day at work and I was just singing that. I don't even know who sings that song. Anyway, these lyrics were running through my head all day. So anyway, we'll see if I like doing this after December. And then of course I'm going to do something on each page here. It might be where I just do some art. It might be that I do some memory keeping. I'm not going to put like big parameters on myself for what to do in here. I'm just going to ask myself to show up. Just show up, do something on the page, move on. I will also, and I'm not even going to show it, but I'll continue with my 5-year Hobonichi. That's been a fun thing. We're going to be starting year 3, which is insane to believe. This is my kind of everything journal. I have 2 notebooks in here, and I've shown it a couple of times. This is my Bible journal. And then this one is just kind of my catch-all. I just, whatever I need to get out is in here, or just if I'm like working through a problem and just need to do some just brain dump reflection, whatever, it goes in here. And I will definitely continue with this practice. I do a little like Bible study thing, devotion thing, and I just jot down notes in that first one. I'll continue that. So those are my 3 kind of, oops, sorry, I bumped the table. My 3 everything journals. And then finally, I have my very specific journal for a specific purpose stack here. And these are all really valuable. And if you, if you're just getting started with your journaling practice, this might seem really overwhelming that here's this crazy person who has like 12 journals, but I get rid of the ones that I don't use, and these 4 I use, and they're important. So this is going to be like, well, like our pen show planning section or notebook. I've got 2 field notes in here, and just kind of planning out like these are the pen shows we want to go to. This is, information about cost and whatnot. I jotted down some the ideas exciting for Blackwater Craftworks. Our journal covers are going to be carried in a brand new pen shop in Seaside, Oregon called Seaside Pen Show, and we're driving down there for her soft opening at the end of the month, and I'm hoping to do a little filming and maybe even interview her and share. It's just so exciting to have more in-person stores. I know it's more convenient obviously to order online, but we're just so excited, and I feel really blessed that she reached out to us and asked to carry our journal covers. This is my plotter. What is this, a passport size, or they're small or mini or whatever. I use this for all of my planning for my channel, and it works really well because I can take stuff out, put it in, when I do, like, I keep track of what videos and when, and then when the month is over, I can take it out and refill it. So this has actually, even though I have 2 other plotters that are just collecting dust, which is really sad, I will definitely keep using this. I thought about using, I've got the Bible size, which is a little bit bigger. I thought about using that for this purpose, but I'm kind of married to this one. This was my first plotter. It's kind of gently loved and worn in and got some character to it. So I'm going to continue with this practice. This is our Pen and Ink Adventures notebooks. I just put this one in last night, actually, because I had filled up the one that I started 2024, 2025. So here's our first one, and then this is just kind of some random notes that I started taking for Blackwater Craftworks, but I think this year we will have a lot of pen and ink adventures, so I will look forward to filling both of these up. Okay, and finally, this is my writing Bible, and I have 3 notebooks in here, so this little cover can handle 3 notebooks. This first one is I take notes if I take a class or a workshop. We're in a writing community that puts on all kinds of events and things, and so my notes for that go in here. This back notebook is like my kind of outline of like if I have, like not outlines, but like different pages. So like if I have ideas for names for characters or settings, character profiles, etc., I put it in here so that it's just in one place, and I can go back if I'm like, oh, what's a twist that I could add to this or something. And then this one is my specific project notebook that I'm working on, and I'm not going to flip through this because it's just kind of a mess, but this is where I am currently mapping out and planning out my current writing project, which I'm about 9,000 words into, and my big 2026 intention is to get that self-published, hopefully like February, March. We'll see. It's kind of a big undertaking. It's super exciting. I've written one book and it's not published. It's just sitting on my computer, and I just kind of lost interest. And so, yeah, I've actually got 2 big writing projects going on right now. But the one I'm currently working on, super, super excited, and it's just time. So, all right, that's it. Those are my 2025 reflections and 2026 plans. Okay, what'd you think? That was kind of a lot, and I'm really excited about my new approach to bullet journaling, and I hope that it kind of simplifies things for me. I'm excited about some potential intentions. No, that sounds silly. I'm excited about my intentions for 2026. Kind of some big lofty ideas marinating in my head and banging around there, and just kind of some, God, Tony, stop being a dumbass and just get things done that you want to get done, because it's time. So anyway, I would love to hear about your intentions, your journaling plans, your journaling experience for 2025, and what changes you're going to make. I would also love to hear just kind of what are you hoping to feel at the end of 2026. I want to feel accomplished. I want to feel peaceful. I want to feel joyful. And I know that there are some specific things that I can do throughout the year to get me to that place. And so hopefully this time next year, when I'm hopefully still recording videos, I will do another video and go, okay, did I feel this way? So anyway, appreciate you sticking around. Love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a very wonderful holiday season. Whatever you're doing, I hope it is peaceful and your life is stress-free. Well, maybe not 100% stress-free, like that's unreasonable, but this can just be such a chaotic time for some people, and I feel very blessed that it's just me and my small little family, and it's super low-key, but I know that's not the way for everyone. So I do send out my peaceful blessings to you, and if it's not a peaceful time, lean into journaling. Go back and watch my journaling without overwhelm video and get some ideas for how you can get yourself feeling balanced and healthy. So take care, and I will see you in the next video.